I actually just made this video outside somewhere else that I thought was a cool spot, and I didn't get the audio. Somehow my audio recorder turned off midway through, so I think it might not have even turned out very well. It was a cool spot, but it was pretty close to the road, and there was a decent amount of cars going by that I think might have just made the audio kind of annoying to listen to. So now I just got inside of a car, so there's constant car noise. I don't know if this is going to turn out well either, because I was just editing another video I made while in the car, and it was the audio sucked, and I had to edit the audio enough that it kind of got rid of some of the car noise, and it just made my voice sound really like thin, and I don't know, it wasn't very good. So I guess this is maybe a stupid idea, but I had somebody comments on that video. I rarely get comments on these, so I always like to hear from people, and they were talking about that they just liked that kind of look and the format of just driving around and talking, and which is cool, because I always think of those videos, the driving videos. I've only made a couple of them, and they're just kind of out of pure laziness. Like if I don't want to take the effort to go out, set up a camera, film somewhere, like find a spot, I can just kind of do it while I'm running errands or something. I just set it up in the car and talk while I'm driving. Sorry, I was just looking at there's a cool wheel over there. It looks like a water wheel or something. So it's just interesting, those you can put like very minimal effort into something, like kind of like I did with that video, and then and I'll have made maybe 20 videos in a row with no comments, and then somebody comments on that I think is like kind of one of my bad videos, and they said, hey, I like this one, this is like interesting in some way to me, and here I was thinking that that was just like not a good one. I almost just didn't even publish it because I couldn't get the audio very well. And then, some of these videos and none of these are like super high effort, of course. It's just, me setting up and talking somewhere. But there are some that I have put more, maybe not more effort into, but they're more thought into. Like the topic is a little bit more specific, or maybe it's more of it feels a little bit more personal. It's something that I have a lot more to say on. Like there was one I made, I think I published it on or around Halloween, and I went out and I filmed a couple videos, and there's like a really pretty big and pretty graveyard nearby, or just in town, that I went to. I thought would be a nice setting for videos, and I recorded a couple that were pretty long and a little bit heavier, I was talking more about just some difficult experiences I've had, and just kind of like long held regrets, and that kind of just some more personal and some more like somber type stuff. And those were long videos. I feel like I said a lot. They were more meaningful and more time consuming to make, and those videos just got nothing, like no views, no anything, and they're long too, so I definitely get that that's not very appealing to a lot of people. It's just like watching some rando on the internet talk for 30 minutes. So I'm not upset about that. I totally get the non-appeal of those types of videos, but I'm just saying that just in comparison to the one, kind of these lazy videos I just threw together while I'm driving to the grocery store, which is what I did that last video, and somebody found that more appealing than these like longer, more meaningful videos where I tried to set up and have a nice location and setting, and trying to get out some more specific thoughts about a more serious topic. I guess neither of these things is really good or bad. It's just interesting. Just the things that you feel you did a better job on or are more meaningful are not going to be, or not always the things that other people think the same thing of. There's plenty of things that I've watched, just like people's videos or listen to music or whatever, and it could just be like somebody's just throwaway thing, like it wasn't a high effort. It was just kind of just something they did, just an extra thing, and that could just be like my favorite thing that person's done, but they probably wouldn't feel the same way because they probably put a lot more time into another project that maybe I didn't resonate as much with. So I think just that people can connect with really anything that anybody does. So everything is worthwhile, and the things that you spend a lot of time and effort on are worthwhile, even if they don't get much of a response. And the things that you don't spend much effort on are also worthwhile, even if it just feels like kind of a low quality throwaway thing that you did. It's still worth something. And if you put any type of self-expression into that thing, that it is worthwhile to put out there. And I've made stuff before that I just never put out in any form because I just didn't think it was worthwhile at all. It just didn't, like if I was putting out music, it didn't sound the way I had envisioned, or if I've made videos, I couldn't really pin down the topic I was thinking about very well, and it just felt kind of rambly and pointless, like I shouldn't even release this if there's a topic that's of interest to me, but I'm not able to really articulate what I want to say about it. I shouldn't even put that out, but I do think that I should have put some of those out, and maybe nobody would have seen it or connected with it, which would have been fine, because that's not any different than just not putting it out there in the first place. But maybe somebody would have seen it. At least there would have been the potential to see that. And if everybody thought like that, like most of their stuff wasn't worthwhile to put out into the world, then there would just be so much less creativity being put out there. There'd be much less to see and listen to. So I think if you're doubting yourself and maybe you've created something, or you're thinking about creating something, and then you talk yourself out of it because you don't feel like it's worthwhile, I think you should just put it out there, because if it's something that you have an interest in and you have something to say about it, you have something to express in any type of way about it, then that is worth putting out there, because I think somebody else could get something out of that, and even if not, it's a great exercise in just self-expression for you, even if nobody sees it. So anyway, just I guess some self-encouragement for me, just trying to psych myself up just to like get more of this stuff done, and not feel so self-conscious about posting stuff. And hopefully some encouragement for you if you're watching this and you felt unsure about some project you're doing, or unsure about starting something because it doesn't feel worthwhile. I think you should just go for it. I'd like to see it. So if you got something that you've made, let me know. Put a link to it, or just tell me about it. I think that would be cool. I like to see what people make.